lanthanide La is actually an atom of period number 6, okay, and this AC is an atom of period number 7. Okay, if I ask some students quick questions, okay, if I ask you that TB over here, it's a atom of which period? Excellent, period 6. Okay, why? Because it belongs here, okay, or in this area, in the sixth one, okay. In the same way, AM, so the last two rows actually are a part of sixth and seventh period, okay. So there are 7 rows, 7 periods. Make sense? Good job. Should I erase it, all of you? Okay, let's move on. Okay, so our periods are done. So periods are just horizontal things or rows, okay, which are present. And the last, so how many periods we have? So if I just make it like this, okay, to complete it, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 periods, okay, and these two, the last two rows, also belong to 6 and 7 periods. Okay, make sense? Should I move on? Excellent job. Okay, so how many groups we have? Okay, so the group is, first of all, this one, a vertical column. If you see here, okay, my color is just mixing up. Okay, if you see here, the vertical columns here, okay, so this is your group 1, correct? This is your group 2, correct? And in the same way, group 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, all the way to 18th group. Okay, well, in some periodic tables, okay, so I could say that these vertical are 18. So can I say we have 18 groups? Yes, it's correct. But in some periodic tables, as you have seen, that they have written like this. So this is your first group, this is your second group, and then what did they do? They didn't put third group here. They skipped all of these, okay, and then they place the third group here, and then the fourth group here, and then the fifth group here, and then the sixth group here, and then the seventh group here, correct? And then you could say that there's an eighth group here, okay? So, or you have seen that they might not have written eighth here, they will just write a 0 here, okay? A 0 group. Okay, so why? The reason is that at your level, at your IGCSE level, okay, there are certain set of periods, there are certain properties which I will explain you, where we just ignore this area. Okay, we don't need that area. Why? Because this area doesn't follow the thing which I'm telling you the next. Okay, so in some books, not in some books, but in some periodic tables, okay, you will see that they would say there are 7 groups. Okay, so 7 is fine, 18 is fine. 18 if you're counting from 1 to here, okay, and then 7 if you're just skipping the middle part. Okay, make sense to all of you? Excellent. Yes, now this is done. So how many groups and how many periods we have? Quickly. Excellent job. Now, the next thing I have to tell you is this. Do you think that we are just learning these groups and periods just for fun? Like, we don't need them, it's just a number, we don't care about them? Is it like that? Or do you think that we have some meaning to it? How many of you think that we have meaning to it? Quickly. Excellent. Yes, we do have a meaning to it, okay? And the meaning is here, okay? Remember that period number, okay? Period number, I'm talking about period first. Okay, the period number shows us that how many shells are present in an atom. Okay, how many shells are present in an atom? This is what period number shows us. Okay, so if I say that hydrogen over here belongs to first period, can you see here? So hydrogen belongs to first period. This is your first period, okay, and this is your first period, correct? This is your first period. Okay, so if I say hydrogen belongs to first period, this means hydrogen will only have just one shell. Okay, should I prove it? Let's see. Okay, so helium belong to first period, so it only have first shell. So let me prove it to you. Okay, so if I draw hydrogen atom, again, I know that hydrogen just have one electron, so we just need one shell for it, isn't it? Because one shell can accommodate 2 electrons, so there is just one electron, so we can just put that thing in the same way. Helium, if I draw helium atom, helium have 2 electrons, but still we just need one shell, because one shell can accommodate it, have a capacity to hold 2 electrons. Okay, so this is the thing. So period number, if I just write in a summary, that period number tell us that how many shells, okay, how many shells are present in an atom.